So bring yourselves down to the floor. If you need to, you can pop something underneath your legs. So if you have a bad back, rather than place something underneath your back, I'd like you to place a rolled mat, a pillow, or something underneath your thighs. This will allow you to release your low back into the floor. If you pop something underneath your back, you're actually going to stop the psoas releasing. So if you need to, something underneath the thighs will help your back. So coming down, just allow your legs to lengthen out, your eyes to close down, and just take a few nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Breathing in through the nose, breathing back out through the body. And just take a moment to allow yourself to settle. To remind yourself that for this next 20 minutes or so, maybe a little longer, there's nowhere else to be. There's nothing else to do. And no one else matters, only you. So just taking this time to explore, to experience your body from within, to reconnect your mind, your body, and your breath. So right now, just taking a moment to notice the quality of your breath. And throughout the whole of this practice, there really is no right, no wrong, no good, no bad. All you're doing is fine-tuning your inner awareness. So just noticing, is your breath deep or is it shallow? Is it fast or is it slow? Are you breathing more into one part of your body than another? So as you breathe in, where does that breath touch? And as you breathe back out, what can you release? What can you let go? And then allowing your awareness to move into the body. So noticing any areas of tightness and tension. Any areas of softness and space. Noticing what you can feel. Why can you feel it? So what's it trying to tell you? And then being curious about what you can't feel. Why can't you feel it? And then noticing the parts of your body that connect with the earth. And following these points of connection all of the way from the back of your skull, through the back of the shoulders, the pelvis, down through the legs and into the feet. As you just take a moment to notice the weight of each heel into the earth. And to be curious. Is one heel heavier than the other? Or do they feel the same? So there's no need to change anything at all. You're just witnessing, just observing. Just sensing how your body has arranged itself in this moment. Maybe one foot's fallen more out to the side than the other. That's fine too. Just notice. And then notice what you can sense and feel through the arches of the feet, the balls of the feet, and the toes. What you can feel deep within the bones of the feet, the joints of the ankles, through the calves, the shins, and into each knee. And just take a moment to notice the distance between the back of each knee and the floor. Is it the same or is it different? And if it's different, how does that relate to what you can feel in each knee? Then allow your awareness to move on up through the back of the thighs, into the joints of the hips, and then into your pelvis. And then just sensing the weight of your pelvis into the earth, just like the heels. Maybe one side feels heavier than the other, or maybe you feel balanced. It's all fine. Do you then allow this side-to-side awareness to move into the waist? And you notice the distance between the left side of your waist and the floor, and the right side of your waist and the floor. Then allowing your awareness to move on up into the arch of the spine. And notice the relationship between the whole of your low back and the floor. Moving into the rib cage, as you notice how each side of your rib cage meets the earth. Noticing what you can sense and feel in the shoulder blades. Noticing the distance between the top of the shoulders and the floor. And then allowing your awareness to move down through your arms, past your elbows, through the wrists and into the palms of the hands. As you notice the sensations in the palms of the hands and the tips of the fingers, and the length and weight of each arm into the earth. Then softly drifting back up, back past the elbows, back to the top of the shoulders. From the top of the shoulders, gently sensing into the curve in the back of your neck and the weight of your head into the earth. And then softly scanning the whole of the body. Noticing right now which parts of your body meet the earth and any parts that might be resisting gravity. So just taking that before snapshot of you laid right here on the floor. Then softly deepening the breath, bending the knees, and bringing the feet to the floor, hip distance apart. So we're going to start off with some nice diaphragmatic breathing, so 360-degree breath. As we move through this, I'd like you to really see if you can sense the breath. As you breathe in, moving the diaphragm down all of the way to the base of the pelvis. Breathing in, the belly moving towards the ceiling, the low back moving towards the floor, and the sides of the waist moving out towards the sides of the room. Same with the rib cage. But it's going to be a soft, gentle breath once we get going. So to start with, we're just going to breathe in through the nose. And then you're going to blow all of the air out through pursed lips, so like you were trying to blow somebody a kiss. So just continuing your breath like this. Each exhale, make sure that you completely empty your body of air. So use your tummy muscles to gently blow out all of the air. And then when you breathe back in, notice how exhaling fully allows you to take a deeper inhale. As the inhales become deeper, can you sense the whole of your body responding? Whole of the body moving 360 degrees. So the air moving into the front of the belly, into the low back, the sides of the waist, front of the ribs, back of the ribs, side of the ribs. And as you exhale, can you just blow all of that out? And now just let your breath settle. So soft, effortless inhale. Soft, smooth exhale. And just take a moment now to notice the quality of your breath. To notice where you can sense and feel that breath moving within your body. So now we're going to move on to the movement for the psoas. If you had something underneath your thighs for your back, please move that out of the way. The knees are bent, feet are on the floor, hip distance apart. I want you to pay particular attention to what you can feel through your lower pelvis, your groin, and into the hip joint as we do this movement. This movement is tiny to start off with. You're going to start by just allowing your left knee to lower about an inch or so, 1 or 2 inches. It's just going to drop out to the side, and then you're going to draw it back to center. So notice the quality of this movement. Is it jerky or is it smooth? And if it's jerky, can you slow it down? All of your awareness in this space around about the hip joint, the front of the pelvis. So you're just exploring this movement for yourself. And notice once you start to smooth the movement out, can you take the knee a little further? But once again, the minute that you sense any kind of jerkiness or tension, then bring the knee back up. If you're using the breath, use the inhale as the knee falls down, and then the exhale to bring the knee back to center. So can you really sense how your body is working to create this movement? As the knee falls to the side, can you sense a sense of lengthening from the top of the inner thigh up through into the front of the pelvis and deep within your body, so deep into the side of your lumbar spine, running up through the tummy. As you draw the knee back up, can you sense that same muscle, your psoas muscle, contracting? So as the knee falls out to the side, you've got a lengthening. And then can you bring all of your awareness to drawing back up, sensing your psoas contract? So as the knee falls to the side, you're going to find yourself coming onto the outside edge of the foot. Remember, we're looking for control, and you are exploring this at your own pace. So you could do this any time. As the knee comes out to the side and you come onto the edge of the foot, you're going to start to slowly slide the foot forwards. Maybe only about an inch or so again. You're going to notice how this changes the movement. Then you're going to slowly slide the foot back, staying on the edge of the foot, and then you're going to bring the knee back up to center. So the knee softly falling to the side. How much control have you got over this movement? How slowly can you go? So if you do this movement quickly, there's no benefit. It's you moving slowly, controlling your body. Slowly sliding out, maybe taking the foot a little bit further. Stay on the edge of the foot. Draw back, staying on the edge of the foot. And then bring the knee back to center. The foot comes back to flat. Each time you come back to flat, can you take a breath in and a breath out? Completely let go. And then when you feel ready, going again. Foot sliding out a little further. Sliding back in on the edge of the foot. Bringing the knee back up. Breath in, breath out, let everything go. Knee slides out to the side. How slowly can you move? So really sensing that connection and that control within your body. Sliding the foot forwards. And maybe this time it will just lengthen out. Take a moment there. Then softly slide the foot back in, staying on the edge of the foot. Coming back up. So one last time, sliding all of the way out. Take a nice, soft, smooth breath, and as you exhale, allow the opposite leg to come to the floor. So just take a moment's awareness here. Somatic movement is all about learning. Allowing your brain and nervous system to understand the difference, to be able to sense the difference between the length of the muscles in the side of the body that you've worked and released, and the length of the muscles on the side of the body that you're yet to work and release. So your brain and nervous system learn by comparison. So as you lay here right now, just notice the length and the weight of the leg that you've worked. Take a moment to notice any new awareness and any new sensation, new sense of softness and space in the front of the pelvis. To notice how that side of your pelvis meets the earth. To notice how that side of your low back and your waist meets the earth. So this is all information. And when you feel ready, using the edge of the feet like we did before, draw the knees out to the side and then bring them back up to center. Feet are hip distance apart. We're going to do the opposite side. So the opposite leg now, so remember we start just by maybe moving an inch or so. Then slowly bring the knee back. Remember your focus is deep within the body, deep within the hip joint. So when we start with this smallest movement, the movement's going to start in the hip joint. What can you feel happening? So as the knee falls out to the side, can you start to sense a lengthening and then a contracting to close the joints and bring the knee back up? Remember, the breath is an inhale as the knee falls to the side, and then an exhale as the knee comes back. You're trying to keep the movement smooth. You're being curious about any jerkiness, so if it does jerk, then stop there. Gently draw the knee back up. There's no rush. This is your practice. your experience of your own body. So as the knee starts to fall a little more to the side, you're going to sense more of a lengthening through the groin and into the front of the pelvis. And as it falls even further to the side, you might sense something happening further up, deep in the side of your spine. But remember, we're always moving with control. Always asking yourself which parts and pieces of your body are allowing you to make this movement. What's lengthening? What's contracting? Looking out for that point where you lose control, and that point where you lose control is your signal to bring the knee back up. But noticing that each time you move through this, the knee moves a little further without that sense of grasping or any jerkiness. So you're just listening to your body. The knee gently moving out to the side on the inhale, and then coming back on the exhale. Finding yourself moving onto the edge of the foot as the knee moves out to the side. And once you've come to the edge of the foot, starting to explore by slowly lengthening the foot away. Maybe only an inch or so. Stop. Where do you need to engage to draw the foot back, staying on the side of the foot? And then bringing the knee back and bringing the foot back flat. Each time you come back, remember, breath in, breath out, let your pelvis and your low back settle into the earth. When you're ready, going again. The inhale allows the knee to come to the side with control. The foot slowly slides out. It might go a little further this time, but remember, there's no rush. All we're doing is looking for control. Slowly slides back. Knee comes back to center, foot back flat on the floor. Breath in, breath out. Let go. Inhaling. Knee falls to the side. Sliding the foot out along the floor, going a little further. Stop there. What do you need to contract? Can you start the movement from your hip joint to draw the foot back? Once the foot comes back level, bringing the knee back to center. Then if you feel ready, allowing your leg to lengthen out all the way on the floor. Rest there. Breath in, breath out. Then slowly sliding the foot back. Staying on the edge of the foot. Then bringing the knee back up, the foot comes back to flat. Breath in, breath out. Last time, knee falls to the side. Foot slides out. Allow the leg to lengthen out fully. Take a nice deep breath, and as you exhale, allow the other leg to come down too. Now just rest here. Allow your breath to settle. Your mind to slow. And know that all that matters right now is what you can sense, what you can feel. So noticing the length and the weight of each leg into the earth. Noticing any sense of softness and space in the front of the pelvis.
Noticing what you can sense and feel through the waist, the low back, and allowing your awareness to move to your breath. Noticing the quality of your breath. So as you breathe in, soft, effortless inhale, where does that breath touch? And as you exhale, what can you release? What can you let go? So allowing each inhale to move somewhere new. Each inhale bringing in new awareness. And each exhale bathing in sensation. And then allowing your awareness to move away from the breath and into the body. So you take a moment to notice the quality of your body. To notice any areas of softness and space. To notice which parts of your body now connect with the earth. And following these points of connection all of the way from the back of your skull, through the back of the body, and into the heels. As you take a moment once more to notice the weight of each heel into the earth. To notice what you can sense and feel through the arches of the feet, the balls of the feet, and the toes. What you can feel deep within the bones of the feet and the joints of the ankles, through the calves, the shins, and into each knee. As you just take a moment to be curious about the distance between the back of each knee and the floor, to notice whether anything's changed, whether anything's different. Then allowing your awareness to move into the thighs as you sense the backs of your thighs as they meet the earth. The temperature of the air on the tops of your thighs. What you can sense and feel deep within the bones of your thighs, deep within the joints of your hips. And then allowing your awareness to move into your pelvis. As you sense the weight of each side of your pelvis into the earth. Noticing any new awareness, any new softness and space through the front of the pelvis and the low belly. Softness and space through the top of the belly, base of the ribs. Noticing the distance between each side of your waist and the floor. And then the relationship between the whole of your low back and the floor. So just taking some time to notice what's changed, what's different. And then allow your awareness to move into your ribs. As you sense your rib cage as it meets the earth, you notice what you can sense and feel in the shoulder blades. The distance between the top of the shoulders and the floor. The breath softly expanding the rib cage in all directions. Then allowing your awareness to move down through your arms, past your elbows, through your wrists and into the palms of the hands. As you notice the sensations in the palms of the hands and the tips of the fingers, and the length and weight of each arm into the earth. Then softly moving back up, back past the elbows, back to the top of the shoulders. From the top of the shoulders, gently sensing into the curve in the back of your neck and the weight of your head into the earth. And then softly scanning the whole of your body once more. Noticing now which parts of your body meet the earth. And any parts that might still be resisting gravity. And just seeing if you can softly breathe into these places. And as you exhale, can you give them permission to release, to surrender, to let go? And then just allow your awareness to settle on the breath as you follow each effortless inhale and each soft, smooth exhale. And you allow your breath, your mind, and your body to slow. Notice as the breath slows, the spaces between the breaths become longer, easier, calmer and stiller. And just seeing if you can allow your awareness to settle in these spaces. The space between the inhale and the exhale. And then the space between the exhale and the inhale. Gently floating on the spaces between the breaths. The space between the breaths, a place of complete inactivity. Apart from the gentle beat of your heart. A place of softness, stillness, silence, and tranquility. Simply resting in effortless awareness. Awareness of your breath, your mind and your body united as one. And just knowing, sensing, sensing this moment. And noticing that when the breath, the body, and the mind are united, there's a great sense of peace. That knowing that in this moment, everything is just fine. Nothing else matters. The breath so slow, the space is so long, it's like you barely need to breathe. Now softly and gently bringing your awareness back away from the spaces between the breaths to the inhale and the exhale themselves. And as you softly deepen the breath, once more becoming aware of the support of the earth beneath your body and the temperature of the air on your skin. Becoming aware of any sounds within the room, any sounds outside of the room. And then as you softly deepen the breath once more, tuning your mind back into the miracle of the movement of your body by gently wiggling your fingers and your toes, maybe softly rolling your head side to side. And then as you gently deepen the breath one last time, becoming aware of the light behind your eyelids, and then gently floating open your eyes with a soft gaze, bringing your focus to the room and to the space around you. And then just taking a moment to check back in, to sense and feel how your body might like to move back into the world. So that might be a reach, a stretch, a roll, a wriggle, whatever feels right for you in this moment. You may just wish to lie there, but just take your time. And when you feel ready, gently bring yourselves back on up to seating and move on with the rest of your day. Namaste.